clothing or something for your home online. A Dallas woman was a pioneer in the digital online shopping universe when most of us had never thought about purchasing at our fingertips. This morning on Say Yes to You, I sit down with Amber Venz Box, co-founder and president of LTK, previously known as Reward Style and Like to Know It. We chat about self-love and purpose and how they're at the center of her journey.
It's so exciting. Like, we're so proud to be from Dallas.
Hundreds of online creators from all over the world in Dallas for the 12th annual LTK Con. The online shopping app has blossomed to more than $2 billion in valuation from an idea in 2011. I mean, there wasn't a creator economy.
No, and no one really knew what the word blogger was. I launched a website. I didn't really think of it as a blog until actually the Dallas Morning News called it a blog, and I was giving my personal shopping services away for free. And I remember I knew the editors over there. I'd worked with them because I, was a shop girl around town, and I'd always call them when we got cool stuff in. And I was like, they just really didn't listen in my interview because that's not what I said. I'm not giving my services away for free. And then a few months in, I realized, I am giving personal shopping services away for free.
Today, more than 40 million people log on to LTK every month looking for everything from beauty and fashion to decorating and kids' clothing, posted by their favorite creators. Amber credits the confidence of self-love with making it possible.
I'm actually very focused, so focus was another one of them, of like just relentless pursuit of what I want that future to be like. I'm also high on self-assuredness, so I'm sure I was a wonderful child to my parents, but that did carry through and become a tool for me to be able to use here. So I was very confident in what we were doing.
She surrounds herself with a small but powerful group of people.
And I found that the people around me, like Baxter, my husband, is very supportive of my vision. My parents, my in-laws as well, and then kind of rings out from that. It's helpful when the people around you are productive and just encouraging to you in your pursuits. And so I think looking at your circle can be a place to start as well. It's so important to love yourself and build a life that you want.
The life Amber wants changed after an experience during her second pregnancy.
But when I was pregnant with my second child, let me regroup. When I was pregnant with my second child, there was an issue in the pregnancy and that I just really couldn't control. And so we ultimately were successful in having that child. But for months, I remember sitting in the nursery and like in the rocking chair and thinking, I have no control over this. And that was a really big moment for me personally and in our business, and realizing it's really in God's hands, both my family and my business.
That experience set Amber on a path of putting family above all and catching almost everyone by surprise when she and her husband Baxter picked up and moved their family of four to far west Texas and a simpler life where she could be intentional about parenting.
Not only was I unable to not control the situation personally, but also professionally, and that I was part of a greater plan. And then as I then thought about what's going to happen with my family, family became so much more important, and really taking care of what I'd been given. I love my children and I really want them to grow up to be wonderful people. And I think that my influence is probably the most important thing that I can do with and for them. And so that's why we've made this kind of radical change so that I could be more present and more influential while still growing this business.
Fostering self-confidence, independence, and authenticity in both a family and a community of women. When I was thinking about this interview, one of the things that occurred to me that you are giving young women, older women, the opportunity to do is what really works in a creator economy is to be authentic. Mm-hmm. And that is self-acceptance. That is self-love. You are giving tons of women the opportunity to be their authentic selves.
Yes. If you look downstairs, that's actually, I'm so glad you brought that up, because that has been the biggest change in what honestly LTK has done. Because before, there was like 6 magazines. You had to be able to buy them. They've gotten even more expensive, by the way. And there's like 3 types of people in there. And so what we've done is now for thousands of women, they've been able to create communities that maybe they're from the same town or they have the same skin tone, and that might matter for how they go shopping, right? Or they have a similar family structure, or they want to run and this person's a runner. And so they're identifying people that are aspirational, but that are providing guidance to them and like being their expert. And if you look downstairs, I mean, it is the rainbow up and down. It's everyone.
You can download the LTK app on the App Store to follow your favorite creators, or you can become an LTA creator yourself.